Hari Om Yoga Warriors. Mickey here guiding you through a quick sweet flow. Let's sit up nice and tall to begin. Roll back our shoulders, lengthen through our spines. Close the eyes for a moment. Tune into your Ujjayi breath, that gentle constriction at the throat. Feeling its vibration. Letting go of the busyness of our day, letting go of the busyness of the mind. And let's begin to flow. Let's circle up the arms now with an inhale. And with your exhale, left hand to the earth, stretch the right arm up and over. And inhale, arms back up to the sky. And over to the other side. Inhale, reaching up tall, and then with an exhale, a twist to your right. Inhale the arms to the sky, and exhale to the other side. Inhale, reaching high, and with our exhale, bring the hands back down, and then flip over onto your hands and knees. On the hands and knees, let's start to move here, drawing some circles. Just tuning into how the body's feeling, as always, being mindful, respectful of where you're at, always feeling free to make adjustments that feel right, or just to take a rest, leave things out if you need to. And then taking knees wide, big toes together, sit back to the heels, forehead to the mat in your extended pose of the child, which is where we can always rest if we need to take a break. And then from this place, spread the fingers nice and wide apart. Tuck your toes under and press up into the downward facing dog. Maybe giving the feet a little pedal as we ease into the downward facing dog. And then holding that down dog, let's bring a little twist into our dog. So pressing the hips high, release the right hand and take the right hand to the outside of your left ankle. Try to straighten up with the down dog, press away with the hand and twist. Turn the head to look under the left armpit. Then release, work the same rhythm on the other side. So left hand to the outside of the right ankle, press away with the right hand, twist, look underneath the right armpit. And then release. And then let's walk up to the top of the mat. Once you're there, let's fold forwards, hold on to the backs of the legs, squeeze the rib cage towards your thighs. And then releasing the arms, we'll roll ourselves up nice and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, head coming up last. And then roll out the shoulders once you're there at the top. And standing tall in Tadasana, mountain pose. So from here we'll flow with a couple of rounds of our Surya A, Surya Namaskar A. Classic sun salutes. Inhale, circle up the arms. Exhale, we swan dive forwards. Then a halfway lift with your inhale, hands down, step or float the feet back to your high plank and chaturanga your way down on the knees if you need. Upward facing dog or cobra, inhale. And press back up to your downward dog with your exhale. Let's Hold there for a few breaths. Fingers nice and wide, pressing the hips high. After the next exhale, let's step or float the feet back to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and fold. And then circle up with the arms, inhale. And exhale, prayer to your heart. Let's work that again. Arms float up, inhale. Swan dive forwards, exhale. Lift halfway, inhale. Hands down, step or float the feet back to your high plank and chaturanga down or halfway down, upward dog. Inhale. And downward facing dog with your exhale. Again, staying there for a few breaths. And then after the next exhale, again, we'll step or float the feet back to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and fold. Circle the arms up, inhaling. And with an exhale, prayer to the heart. Let's work that one more time. Arms float up. Inhale, swan dive forwards. Exhale, halfway lift. Inhale, hands down and step or float back to high plank. On the knees or a chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, hips to the sky. And then after the next exhale, again step or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. And circle up with the arms, inhale. And exhale, prayer to the heart. And let's continue to flow. Arms float up, inhale. Swan dive forwards, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. And then fold further as you exhale. Step your left foot back into a high lunge. So on the ball of the back foot, float the arms up with our inhale. And with our exhale, sink deeper there into the lunge. Reach up, lengthen. Let's bring the hands in prayer. Bring in our twist. So lean forward, twist to the right. Left elbow to the outside of the thigh, heart towards the hands. Keeping the back leg firm. You can always bring the back knee down if you need support. And then hands come down, step back to your downward facing dog. Downward dog to high plank. Again on the knees or chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Now right leg to the sky. Step through with the right foot. And into your high lunge. Arms up, inhale. Exhale. High lunge to warrior two. Inhale, reach up. Left foot flattens. Arms out, shoulder height. Hold here together. Inhale. Steady exhale. Right palm up. Lean forward. Peaceful warrior. Sweep up and back. Side angle, forearm to the thigh. Left arm over the ear. Hold there for a couple of breaths as is. Or if you could extend the right arm in line with your left arm. Engaging the core a little. Still grounding through the back foot like you're holding a ball of prana, of energy above the crown. Place the ball down in front of your right foot on the ball of the back foot. Standing splits now. Lift the left leg to the sky. Right hand holding on to the back of the right ankle. Nose towards your shin. Lift the leg high. And then bring the left foot to meet the right in chair pose. Sit on the edge of your chair, arms through and up. Inhale. And exhale. Reach up tall, inhale, hands in prayer, prayer to the heart. And let's repeat that other side. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold further over the legs, then right foot back. Arms up for our high lunge on this side. Inhale. And exhale. Reach up, lengthen hands in prayer, lean forward. Twist to your left, right elbow hooks to the outside of your thigh, heart towards the hands. So there for a few breaths, back leg firm or back knee down if you need support. And then release, hands come down, step back to a downward facing dog. High plank and chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg to the sky. Stepping through with the left foot. Back to your high lunge, arms up, inhale. And exhale. Reach up, open up, warrior two. Holding there with an inhale together. And a steady exhale. Left palm flips up, lean forward, peaceful warrior. Sweep up and back. Into a side angle, forearm to the thigh. Right arm over the ear. Holding here again for a few breaths as is. Grounding through the back foot if you could. The left arm in line with the right. Catching that ball of prana above the crown. Drawing the right shoulder back. Sinking still into the lunge. And then placing the ball down in front of the left foot on the ball of the back foot to then lift the leg high, the right leg. Standing split. Nose towards your shin. And then bring the right foot to meet the left. Sit on the edge of your chair. And sweep the arms through and up. Inhale. Exhale, sit down a little further. Inhale, reach nice and tall, hands in prayer. And prayer to the heart. Take a moment there. Reconnect to your breath. Notice how you feel. And then ready to work one more round. Arms float up, inhale. And swan dive forwards, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold further, exhale. Left foot back, high lunge, arms up, inhale. Exhale, sink into your lunge. Reach up, lengthen, hands into prayer, lean forward and twist to your right. Left elbow to the outside of the thigh. This time stay there, spread your wings or potentially a bind. Good work. Hands come down when you're ready. Step back to your downward dog. From the down dog to your high plank. From the high plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Little core work here. Right leg high, right knee to the right elbow up to the side. Right leg high across to your left elbow. Once more, right leg high to the right elbow. Right leg high across to the left elbow. Hold it there for a moment. Then step the foot through to the outside of the mat and flip around for your rock star left. Heel to the floor. Reach up and back with the left arm, lifting the hips high. Good left hand back down, right leg back to the sky. And then step the leg through. Back to your high lunge, arms up, inhale. And steady exhale. Reach up, open up, warrior two. Hold there together, inhale. Steady exhale, right palm flips up, lean forward, sweep up and back. Side angle, forearm to the thigh, left arm over the ear. This time bring in a bind if you could, a half bind if you like, left hand to the right waist. or the full bind right hand underneath the right thigh, interlacing hands or holding onto the top wrist, drawing the left shoulder back, opening the heart to the sky. Stay there. Another challenge if you like. So a variation of standing splits with the bind. So actually here's the choice. Either come into your standing splits like we did before, hands down, either side of the right foot, or otherwise if you're binding and you would like to try it from there, keep the bind and then lift the left leg up. Good, and then left foot meets the right, whether you're bound or not. Hands down, halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold, and then squatting for chair pose. Utkatasana, arms up, inhale. Exhale, sit down a little more. Reach up, and hands in prayer, prayer to the heart. Good work, let's repeat that on the other side. Arms up, inhale. Swan dive forwards. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale and fold. Further exhale. Right foot back. Arms float up. High lunge. Inhale. And steady exhale. Reach up. Lengthen. Hands into prayer. Lean forward. Twist to your left. Right elbow to the outside of your thigh. Heart towards the hands. Staying there in the twisted lunge. Potentially spreading your wings or finding that bind in the twisted lunge. Holding it there for a few breaths. And then release, hands down, step back to your downward dog. Down dog, high plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale. And to your downward facing exhale, left leg to the sky, left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, left leg high, across to the right elbow. Inhale, left leg high again to your left elbow. Left leg high over to the right elbow, hold it there for a moment and then step the left foot through and flip around for your right arm up and back, heart and hips to the sky. Right hand back down, left leg back to the sky, and step your left leg through, back to your high lunge, arms up, inhale, steady exhale, reach up, lengthen, open up, warrior two. Holding there with an inhale and an exhale. Left palm up, lean forward. Peaceful warrior, sweeping up and back. And into the side angle, forearm to the thigh, right arm over the ear. So again, we can choose to stay there or come into your bind, even just a half bind. Right hand to the left waist, or your full bind if that's available. Left hand underneath, hold on to the right hand or right wrist if possible. Drawing the right shoulder back and the heart to the sky. And then from there into our standing split. So either bringing the hands again down either side of your left foot or keep the bind if you'd like to try. A little trickier, of course. Keeping the bind and then floating the right leg up high. And then bringing that right foot down, decide the left hands down, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, squat down, arms through and up, Utkatasana, the chair, and sit down a little more. Bring the hands in prayer. Let's take the feet a little wider. Let's squat down, bring the knees in towards the armpits. For Bakasana now, hands, fingers nice and wide apart. Float maybe just one set of toes off the floor if we can get both sets of toes, wonderful. And then floating the feet back down, take the feet wide, a little wider, so we can squat into our Malasana. Hands in prayer, roll the shoulders back. Open up through the heart. Close the eyes for a moment. Reconnect to your steady Ujjayi breath. Notice how you feel. And then release, bring the hands down. Let's come all the way down onto our back with the feet hip width apart. A couple of deep breaths into the belly and into your heart. And then expanding that area with our classic bridge. Lift the hips high, interlace the hands underneath, squeeze shoulder blades together. And then choose to either stay there, wedge the pose with the hands either side of the hips, or full Urdhva Dhanurasana. You may need to come back down, tuck the hands underneath the shoulders behind you, and then press up all the way, if that's for you today. Making our way gently back down. Bring the knees into the chest and a little rock there, side to side. Arms out at shoulder height, keeping the knees into the chest. Take a deep inhale, and then with your exhale, knees over to your left side, left hand to the right knee, right shoulder to the floor. Turn the head to look along the right arm. Come back to center, then head over to the other side. Same choreography, right hand to the left knee, left shoulder to the floor, looking along your left arm. Back to center. Let's rock ourselves backwards and forwards a couple of times, and then come all the way back up to sitting. Stretch out the legs, come high on the sit bones, Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Toes to the sky, arms high, inhale, reach tall. And exhale, bow forwards, hold onto your legs or feet. Lengthen the spine as the rib cage squeezes in towards the thighs. Breathing into your back body, into where you feel the resistance, and drawing the energy inwards as we wind down our sweet little practice. And then release arms through and up to the sky. Circle the arms back down. Then one last action pose. Hands behind you, fingers in towards the body. Reverse plank. Lift the hips high. Toes towards the floor. Look up or behind if that's okay. Keep lifting the chest high, so open through the shoulders. Keep lifting the hips high. And then slowly coming all the way back down to the ground, lying on your back, little happy baby for a moment. Little oscillating there, side to side. And then when you're ready, release. And let's take just a couple of minutes together to rest in Shavasana. So just letting go if you need a blanket or some socks, whatever feels good. Our final relaxation, closing the eyes. Deepening your breath. yourself to fully surrender now, to let go, to give in. Nice and slowly, nice and gently. Begin to deepen your breath. Of course, welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you like, but otherwise, if you like to come out with me, give your fingers and toes a wriggle, stretch the arms up over the head, fingertips to toe tips, and roll over to your side. Pause there for a moment. And then gently making our way back up to sitting. Roll our shoulders back, lengthen through the spine. Close the eyes for a moment, reconnect to your breath. Notice how you feel. Tune into that energy of gratitude. Consider a couple of things that you're grateful for. And then hands in prayer in front of the heart. Let's seal our work with an Om together. On the out breath, inhale deeply. And a bow with respect and gratitude for each other. Namaste.